To an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 180. 59. I'm trying to collect. Switch. Jump.
They'll run on first down. Presley, it's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Newton. Cam fighting, he lost the football, it's out. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. That one goes for 24 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, I think this is a free play for Newton. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
20.
And They give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Newton's pass caught by number 10. Touchdown, Detroit.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Packers 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got him.
Now Trubisky to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. On first down, Trubisky. A dump underneath to Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Alert, flare. Check 26, check 26. Lock in.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Here's Trubisky to throw, and he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Watch the ship. Ran, top. Watch the ship. Oh, hey, we're going Mike 40. Army. Kill. 80 weapons. 18. Hey, ball.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Here we go. 180. Hey!
On first down, it's Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the Packers' 47-yard line.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Patch it. Check 43. Gun.
They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
From the 50, Newton. He can run for Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
Exactly. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ran, touch, 180.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Hey, switch gears. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, Delta!
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Lock in, lock in. Double up. He's coming, double up. 57. Mike, 57. He's coming. Blue. He's time close. 50. Hey, wahoo.
Trubisky will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Lions will take over.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
On first down, Presley. He's got a first down past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 82 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through it.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. After the sack on first down, Newton is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go. I got 29. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
The shotgun snap for Newton. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Check. Single. 8. Single. Great.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Newton. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Come on. Mike, 55. 55.
Here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Great. Here we go.
Throwing on second and long. Newton stepping up. He'll try and run. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go. Ready? Ready?
Throwing again on second down. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Gun. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. They'll run on first down. Dillon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Right there in the middle, 55. Check pass.
3rd and 2, Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Aaron Donald with a sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Odell Beckham Beckham. His second touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Trubisky. And the ball is knocked out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's caught by Brown. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready? Right to the 3. Check 55 to Mike. All day, baby. All day. 8.
On 1st down, Presley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
8.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 18.
Here's Trubisky. And an alley to run. Now Trubisky lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Newton. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Green. Zoom, zoom.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Gun. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Rabbit. Mike, get it.
Operating from the gun. Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but now it's 3rd and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Rush in. Wait. Rush in. Undercrush. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. Gun. Bravo. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw, and the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Ready? Let's get it. Check 55, Mike. Get him. Gun. Great. Ready?
Newton. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready? 180. Watch 55. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Great. Check 8. Check 50. 8. Check nickel. Go.
To throw again on second down. Newton, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Lions.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike, 55.
From the gun, here's Newton. He completes it to Hunter. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
First down.
Greg. 55 mark. Check tight.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on third down, Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Here's Trubisky to throw, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past.
And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. So that one will be accepted. And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Now Trubisky to throw. Well, the pressure gets to him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
No, this is nothing. 57. Mike, 57. Focus, defense, focus. Mike 57.
They gonna need.
Hey, ball. Hey, alert.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's get it. Slam. Check. Great. Let's go.
Throwing here, Newton. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
8. That's it. Baby, that's a baby shot. Kill. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm coming.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. He finds Beckham complete. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
20.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ready. Great. Out of time. Slam.
49. Check 49.
Pick that.
On 2nd down now, Presley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Great.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This is taken at his 4. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.